If you believe that you are your mind, I reassure you that you're not.
You can attach meaning to your life, but that meaning is yours and yours alone. It's not objective. It's not an absolute.
So how do you overcome overthinking? The idea that we were our minds started when we were 1 to 3 years old. When we started having some self-awareness about who we are, right? We start believing that we exist. We start believing that we can think. We start believing that we are people. Around the age of 1 to 3, you start recognizing yourself in the mirror. You look in the mirror and you recognize, oh, that's me. Oh, I exist. Oh, I'm having this thought that I exist, therefore I exist. You know the idea of Descartes of I think, therefore I am, right? Oh, well, I'm having a thought about it, therefore it must be true. And that's what we tell ourselves all the fucking time. And that's why we are addicted to our thoughts. Because we believe that we are our thoughts. We believe that this is who we are. And this causes a massive problem. Because we identify with our thoughts, we're so entangled in those thoughts that we don't want to give them up. And we'll do anything to keep those thoughts in place. But let me tell you something. The evidence of thought, the evidence that thought exists, does not necessarily mean that whatever their thought points to is real. For example, it's not because you're having a thought that I am stupid, that you are stupid. It's not because you're having a thought that, oh, this person is horrible, that this person is horrible. It's not because you're having a thought of, holy shit, man, my life is crazy, I can't take it anymore, that it's actually crazy. And it doesn't mean that you actually cannot take it anymore. Your thoughts are all subjective. They're all in your head. Your thoughts does not confirm reality. Your thoughts do not confirm the evidence of reality. Your thoughts only confirm your thoughts. You know this saying, I think, therefore I am, should be changed for, I have a thought. I think, therefore I am having a thought that I'm thinking. That's all it is. You're not the thought. I'm thinking, therefore there's something that is thinking, and that thinking being seems like it's me, but we're not sure, you know. That's the actual truth of Descartes, in my opinion. How does the logic work with our thoughts? Here's how it works. I'm having this thought, therefore it's true. Oh, I think I'm stupid, therefore it's true. Oh, I think this girl is ugly, therefore it's true. I think that this person really hates me, therefore it's true. And that's just flawed logic. It's not because you're having a thought about it that it's true, right? You know, you're having all those thoughts like, holy fuck, I'm fucked up right now. I can't stop thinking. Well, you can't stop thinking because you identify so much with every single thing your mind says. Well, if you stop identifying with it, you would see slowly but surely would start slowing down a little bit. You would stop overthinking so much, because what fuels the thought is identification with the thought. Now you may think like, okay, yeah, sure, I'm not my fucking thoughts, but it doesn't matter. I still have a shit ton of thoughts. How the fuck do I stop this shit? Holy fuck, how do I stop? I'm still having those thoughts, man. How the fuck do I stop Nameless? How do I stop John? How do I fucking stop John K? Holy fuck, John K. How the fuck? Relax. It's okay. Breathe. Overthinking, a lot of it is repetition. 90% of our thoughts are the same fucking thoughts all the fucking time. It's not because thoughts are all that you hear that thoughts are all that exist. Okay, this is really important. It's not because thoughts are all that you hear that thoughts are all that exist. Thoughts are not everything. You know, in your mind, it seems like that's the only thing that is. It seems to you that all there is your whole reality in your mind. And I guess it's kind of how it is. You know, we look around and every single thing we look at, it creates a thought in your mind, you know. Most probably, if you look at this girl, you have a thought in your mind. If you look at this book, you have a thought in your mind. If you're looking at me, you have a thought in your mind, right? So it's really hard to differentiate thought from reality. But thought is not reality. Remember this, your thoughts have nothing to do with reality. Sure, your thoughts can interpret reality, they can say something about what reality could be, but they are not reality. And that is the first step. Distantiate yourself from your thoughts. Then you can finally stop overthinking so much. Now, what's the problem with cognitive therapy or positive affirmation and all those things is because you're trying to solve the problem of thought at the level of thought. You know, those therapies, those ideas will only breed more thoughts, create more thoughts, get into a spiral of more and more and more thoughts. So you have to go above thought, understand that you are not your thoughts. And from this place of understanding that you're not your thoughts, then you can do all this affirmation shit and all this cognitive therapy shit. Now, am I saying that all your thoughts are false, that none of what you think is true, that all you believe is bullshit, all we've told you is bullshit? No. But I'm not saying that all of your thoughts are true either. So I want you to bask in the possibility that perhaps not all of it is true. Perhaps some of it is false. Perhaps we've been fed a lie this whole time. Maybe it's not all true, you know? We don't fucking know. There's no way to know exactly, right? So I just want you to bask into this idea. Now you might be saying to me, well, what if my thought told me that I'm a piece of shit? But I have proof, I have evidence in the real world that I am a piece of shit, right? Well, this girl rejected me, therefore I am a piece of shit. I have evidence, it's so clear. It is clear evidence that I'm a piece of shit. Well, sure, maybe there's evidence of something, but all evidence, it starts as evidence, right? Like what's happening in the outside world, and then it transfers into your mind. And from evidence to transferring into your mind, there's always distortion. There's always mixed emotions in it. So for example, a rejection to you could be a girl just turning away, but she didn't say anything bad to you, but you interpret it as, oh, she fucking hates my fucking face, even though I don't have a face because I'm wearing a mask. She hates my fucking face. Oh my fucking shit. Oh my gosh, she fucking hates me, right? And you have those preconceived thoughts and interpretations, right? But those are only interpretations. That's all they are. You interpret those things as bad. So even if there's evidence about whatever shit, that you're a piece of shit, well, you know, you're registering all those events of when you were a piece of shit, but you're not registering the non-events. You know, what registers as an event for you is a girl slapping you, a girl saying no to you, a girl telling you you're a piece of shit, a girl rejecting you. You register those as events. And the times when girls smiled at you, you didn't even acknowledge it. Your mind didn't even detect it because your thoughts were elsewhere. So your evidence is biased to the negative. The positive things that happen to you are only non-events to you, non-events. They didn't happen. They didn't even happen in your head. Our minds will always register events over non-events. What do I mean by that? For example, when you watch those videos, you know, it looks like I'm fucking good at self-development, that I'm the best at self-development, that I'm wise, that I know everything. In those 20-minute segments, like, you know, like edited, it seems like I'm talking perfectly, whatever. Even though I do a lot of ums and ahs and oh shit and then there's long pauses, but you don't see those pauses because I fucking cut them in the edit. So this is the event you see, but you don't see all the non-events. How about all the times I wasn't making a self-development video? All the times I wasn't at a music festival picking up girls? How about all those times I wasn't working on myself? How about all those times I wasn't on my YouTube channel responding to your comments? What was I doing there? See? Non-event, non-event, non-event. But all you see in those videos are the events. So same with your mind, same with your thoughts. You will only focus on those events that happened. Those events turn into, this is reality, this is how it is like, my thoughts, you know, all about the events, all about the rejection, all about the negative shit, all about this stupid evidence that I'm a stupid piece of shit. And all the non-events of when you were actually just fine, when you were just living and being present and maybe reading a book, maybe learning about yourself, maybe doing meditation. You didn't register those things. All your mind focused on is that time you got rejected. Could be anything else, right? But to make a point, your mind, the reason why you're overthinking, coming back to this point, you're overthinking because you think those events are so important. You pay so much of attention to those events thinking they're so important, while they're not any more important than the non-events. When you breathe, when you're breathing, do you consider this as an event? Do you consider this as something important? No, you don't. Your mind just blocks it off. Notice it when your mind is drifting off, focusing on things that you shouldn't focus on, right? Reticular activation system, they call it in your brain. Things that focuses on whatever bullshit. Just notice that. Just because you're having thoughts of depression and of ending your life does not make it any more true that you should end your life. It doesn't mean anything. Those thoughts, sure, okay. And the reason why we psych ourselves out when we're having self-destructive thought is because we think, oh, I'm having those thoughts. It's so bad I'm having those thoughts. People that are depressed, maybe they have self-harm ideas and they think, oh my God, I want to harm myself. This is so bad. And because you resist and you resist and you resist those thoughts, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. But if you stop resisting, then maybe, but just maybe, you could understand yourself better and your mind better. So, how do you actually stop this fucking overthinking mind from overthinking? First of all, let go of control. Understand that you will never be able to fully take control of your thought. Actually, I don't think you can control any thoughts at all. Try to stop thinking for 10 seconds. Alright. Try to stop your thoughts. Can you do it? Of course you can't. But what you can do is have pseudo control, right? Which is step number 2. Be okay with pseudo control. The illusion of control, right? How do you achieve that? Indirect ways. For example, meditation, contemplation, journaling, writing your thoughts down. This can help. Working on your health, working out, eating good food, right? So your body is fueled with positive energy and positive emotions. So then this will indirectly influence your thoughts that you're having. This is all pseudo control. It's all indirect ways. But you can maximize those indirect ways, right? And I'll make another video on this because this is a fucking long topic on meditation, contemplation. This is coming up next. Stay tuned. And once you've done everything you can, you've done meditation, contemplation, health, fitness, let go of it. What you can do for this very final step is whenever you're having those thoughts, just close your eyes and observe your thoughts, right? Observe your thoughts. And you can picture them on clouds, just like floating on clouds, right? And imagine those thoughts being written on those clouds and then just fading away, right, in the distance. Maybe a thought of like, oh, I'm stupid. Put it on a cloud. Let it float by. Maybe a thought of like, I love myself, which is not a very common thought in most people. Let's face it. If you have this, put it on a cloud, see it fade away. I'm hungry, put it on a cloud, let it fade away. So this last visualization technique will allow you to really let go. And you don't, once you get to a point, you're a little more experienced, you don't need the fucking visualization anymore. You can just sit in a dark room or sit on a couch by yourself and just sit and observe your thoughts for a minute or two. And after you've done this, just keep going about your day. So those are the 3 steps on how to overcome a fucking overthinking mind. I highly suggest you start with 5 minutes of meditation a day. And I'll make a new video about how to do it very, 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 very soon. Leave me your comments below because I read every single comment. I reply to every single comment. Best suggestion, I'll make a video about it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time, bitches. Oh, fuck. This mask, man, itching my eyes. Probably gonna buy a better mask. Cause fucking bought it at the dollar store for fucking $10. Fuck. Done for the night. Done. Fucking done. Bye. Good night. Good night.